an API? When did they?
Um,
Was that later on as well?
yeah, I mean, in the States at that time, I think that was before API. You had Bendix and Collins, two big desk manufacturers. Although again, they were for broadcast use, no EQ.
With desks like Neve and EMI, did you try and differentiate your desk from what they had, or were you quite...
Well, the only desk I had any experience of was the EMI one at Levy's. I didn't particularly like that desk, either because of lack of facilities or lack of headroom. The EMI desk had virtually no headroom at all. And I've always believed in having as much headroom as possible, because even though you're coming out the desk at 0 VU, which is plus 4 dBm, you have to allow for headroom, because if somebody's playing something, you know, somebody's playing brushes on a drum kit, and then suddenly belts out, changes sticks very quickly, it's going to distort. That's a fact of life. You have to make sure that distortion is controlled, and on the EMI desk it wasn't. But coming back to Neve, I mean, there's always been a difference in philosophy, basic philosophy between Rupert Neve and myself. He's a great believer in single-ended output, because he argues that you don't get crossover distortion. That's when you amplify the positive peaks and the negative peaks separately and then combine them. You can get crossover distortion because they don't always match up again. My design for an output transformer is push-pull, so there's a danger of crossover distortion, but only when you get up to about plus 24, plus 26, which is fine. The thing I don't like about single-ended is you've got a lot of current going through the output transformer, which means you need a very big output transformer, and there's a danger that you're going to saturate the primary with the DC going through it, and that has a danger of rolling off the high frequencies earlier than you might actually want.